Thank you, Chair, for setting the tone, and thanks to the all previous uh, speakers. They have, in one way, they have set the tone for we people so that we can move ahead smoothly, but at the same time, they have created a kind of a problematic portion for us because nothing they have left for us to speak on. Uh, Class 12th, subject English, first chapter is The Last Lesson. The name of the first chapter is The Last Lesson. So why I'm quoting this? Because I belong to Dyal Singh College and I am welcoming you in the last session. So it is like oxymoron, putting two heterogeneous things together. So this kind of introduction in itself giving you the clear-cut indications that my topic would be entirely different one. I'm dealing with NCC Naval Wing here in the college, and my topic deals with NCC Naval Wing Cadets, Catalyst for Sustainable Maritime Tourism and Development, Coastal Development. This paper I have divided into 5 parts: India's maritime legacy and modern relevance, India's coastline economic, cultural, and ecological significance, coastal community and empowerment and cultural continuity, India's vision for the future, NCC Naval Wing, a force for maritime awareness and development. Uh, very good afternoon to all the dignitaries present here, especially the chair. Before I start, I would like to thank to the principal, Dyal Singh College, Professor Vinod Kumar Paliwal, for encouraging and providing a platform where such important seminars can be organized. His unconditional support to NCC Naval Wing had always been very motivating for us. I would also like to thank St. Joe's and Mackay's for their joint effort to get together and collaborate for encouraging maritime culture in India with their earnest bid. These dialogues and insights are fairly a humble submission to express the unseen affinity shared by NCC cadets, and it is further a modest effort to throw light on how we can instill maritime culture in the cadets and what the cadets can do to promote maritime culture in India. So it is in fact we should know about maritime relevance as well as the legacy. So in the very first session, uh, in fact, right from the very first session, in fact, I was noting down everything. So ancient maritime, let me have. Ancient maritime foundation and global trade networks, if we talk about this, then we have clear-cut indications regarding Harappan ports like Lothal demonstrate advanced dockyard engineering, enabling trade with Mesopotamia, Persia. And if we talk about having something in concrete shape, we have certain references in Earth Shastra, we have references in Rig Veda also. We have early trade hubs linking India to Greek and Roman markets, exporting rather gems, spices, textiles. And if we talk about the medieval period, we can find naval supremacy and cultural influence. The regime of Chola dynasty, so from 9th century to 13th century, they secured sea routes and expanded influence to Sri Lanka, Maldives, and South Asia. Rajendra Chola first expedition against Srivijaya showed India's naval dominance and ability to safeguard commerce. If we talk about colonial disruption, there are 2 points where on which I would like to pay attention. The first one, of course, related to the arrival of Vasco da Gama in the year 1498, showing uh, the advanced ships with some kind of monopolization of the spice trade. And here I would like to fast forward, if I can move smoothly, in the year 1919, where we have Skin India stream navigation voyage that marked a turning point symbolizing India's maritime self-reliance during colonial times and triggering the rise of an indigenous shipping industry. Uh, Preserving heritage and promoting awareness. In 2024 itself, the present government, they have celebrated India's role in global maritime history and showcased ancient shipbuilding navigation tools and cultural programs. And they have the development of National Maritime Heritage Complex. It is there at Lothal, one of the world's largest planned maritime heritage complexes with 14 galleries, a lighthouse museum, and aquatic exhibits, bridges ancient maritime glory with modern innovations. India as a modern maritime powerhouse, 7,500 kilometer coastline, 13 major ports, 200 minor ports, handled 95% of trade by volume and 70% by value. So this is a kind of authentic. This is authenticating India as a modern maritime powerhouse. Initiatives like Sagarmala enhance port infrastructure, logistics, and coastal economies, and they are focusing on a green shipping safety, innovation, and resilience. Maritime logistics shows commitment to sustainable and technology-driven growth. Here I would like to mention two active participation through IORA, Indian Ocean Rim Association, as well as IONS, Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. They ensure India's leadership in regional maritime security and global sea management. Now, NCC. India's coastline economical, cultural, ecological significance, and I'll try to collaborate it with the NCC. We have biodiversity and hotspot protection, and I have mixed it with NCC cadet awareness. We have 7,500 kilometer coastline host mangroves, coral reefs, marine mammals that play a crucial role in ecological balance. Now, NCC Naval Wing cadets through coastal cleanup drives, awareness programs contribute to protecting these fragile habitats. So in that way, NCC cadets with these kinds of programs, they can easily they can extend their earnest bit in the biodiversity or ecological support to these cultural and ecological area. We have coastal ecosystem and natural disaster buffers, in which we have mangroves and coastal wetlands act as natural barriers against cyclones and tsunamis, reducing the impact on human lives and infrastructure. Now, NCC cadets, with the help of their training, includes disaster preparedness, coastal rescue operations, enabling cadets to protect both communities and ecological systems. If we talk about climate change mitigation through youth participation, again, coastal ecosystem help squeeze carbon and regulate the climate, but they are vulnerable to sea level rise and erosion. Here, NCC cadets, they can be engaged in forestation of mangroves and awareness campaigns to promote climate resilience and coastal practices. Regarding preventing pollution and habitat degradation, unplanned development and plastic pollution degrade marine habitats. Everybody knows about it. Here, NCC Naval Wing cadets, they can regularly participate. There are certain activities like beach cleanups, anti-pollution campaigns, and marine waste. Management activities, they generally foster ecological sustainability, the main aim of that thing. Supporting government coastal conservation efforts. There are initiatives like Coastal Regulation Zone CRZ 2019 and Integral Coastal Zone Management. They depend on public participation. Here, NCC Naval Cadets act as eco-ambassadors, promoting compliance and spreading awareness about sustainable coastal development. Maritime logistics and infrastructure modernization. Maritime Amrit Kal Vision 2040-2047, in which 35,000 crore investments are port modernization, coastal shipping expansion from 6% to 33%. Now, NCC cadets, they can support the community training, logistic awareness campaigns, and assisting coastal authorities in safe maritime operations. Regarding global maritime partnerships and economic security, international collaborations, I just mentioned IORN and IONS, enhancing trade security and maritime diplomacy. Here, NCC strategic role can be seen where they can come forward and they can aware youth, they can support coastal security, they can arrange drills, and they can ensure safer trade routes also. Uh, the next is coastal community empowerment and cultural continuity. Here I would like to discuss 3 or 4 points related to the government initiatives and the role of NCC as well as NCC Naval Wing cadets. Climate resilience and ecological restoration. UNDP supported project 2019 to 2027, restoring around 3,825 plus hectares of coastal ecosystems, including mangroves and watershed areas. The role of NCC, particularly NCC Naval Wing cadets, can engage in mangroves plantation drives, coastal ecosystem monitoring and community awareness campaign to enhance resilience to climate change and storm surges. Just skipping one and taking this technological and safety infrastructure for maritime growth. Government initiatives, if we talk about, we have establishment of maritime research centers, IIT Madras having a program, NTCP WC, and IIT Kharagpur CICMT and safety training programs for shipyard workers. Now NCC Naval Wing, they can receive such kind of technical exposure through naval training, preparing them to support maritime safety operations, port logistics, and they can always arrange such kind of national seminars. They can always, in fact, this is the part and parcel kind of programs they generally do. They have, through their campaigns, through their poster making competitions, or maybe awareness camps, they generally do. So in that way, that would be a kind of early exposure towards technical areas. If we talk about India's vision for the future, now I would be talking about India's plan in that way. So building world-class cruise and coastal infrastructure. India's plan, if we talk about in this area, development of modern cruise terminal at major ports like Mumbai, Cochin, Chennai, and new cruise destinations such as Konark, Diu, and Port Blair. Here, the role of NCC cadets would be like they can assist authorities during peak tourist seasons, support safety drills, and promote awareness on responsible coastal tourism among visitors. Promoting theme-based and heritage coastal circuits. India's plan, if we talk about this, development of pilgrimage, cultural wellness, and heritage coastal circuits. Just a minute. Kerala's Ayurveda coast, Gujarat's pilgrimage routes, and if we talk about the role of NCC, cadets can act as tourism ambassadors, organizing guided tours for students and youth and showcasing maritime heritage through camps and exhibitions. We have a program in NCC OSD. That's a kind of a camp, overseas deployment. So in that, cadets, they generally go and they visit somewhere around 7 to 8 countries. They remain on board for 1.5 months, and they behave like the ambassadors of India, and they generally go ahead with some kind of awareness camps. So this kind of thing they can be, in fact, right from the very first day I was thinking about that everybody was involving St. Joe's as well as a strategic kind of thing. So I was planning that at my turn I would be focusing NCC, particularly NCC Naval Wing, and it would be kind of a great opportunity for me to showcase all kinds of things and project NCC and NCC Naval Wing for those who are really dealing in that way phenomenally. Thank you very much, and thanks for your patience.